What's poppin', y'all? Yo, this is getting spooky because damn near, I wouldn't say superstar, but up and coming, guys blew up. He's got like 33 monthly listeners right now. Artist, singer, David, spelled D4VD, former Fortnite creator. He's got some great music. The biggest song is Romantic Homicide, but I haven't listened to his album yet, Withered, that he dropped, but Petals to Thorns 2023 EP, really, really good. He might have caught a body. And this guy's like a lovey-dovey singer. Now, this all started with a report that was put out on ABC7 News, and it started spreading last night. And it says, a putrid, decomposing body has been found dumped in a Tesla, reportedly registered to popular New York-born singer David, several days after it was abandoned and taken to a Los Angeles tow yard. Police made the grim discovery at the impound lot in Hollywood on Monday afternoon after workers reported a foul odor coming from the electric vehicle. So this was in LA. They've got the pictures here. It's in a tow lot. And the 2023 Tesla is registered to David Anthony Burke, the 20-year-old Queens-born artist known as David. The identity of the victim wasn't immediately known. So we're going to have to wait to get not only a autopsy, but who this person is. And that'll probably give us a lot more detail later on. But it says the human remains were found stashed inside a bag in the Tesla's front truck. The car, which bears Texas license plates, had been towed to the lot after being reported abandoned in the Hollywood Hills roughly 5 days ago, according to investigators. This is the weird part, because we're going to get into some theories that people have. But anyway, he's been on tour as of late, and fans started replying to this. Now, one of the big fan pages is Daily David, and he said the following before deleting it. I believe David is innocent. Although he has a Tesla, he has an alibi for the days he was missing. He was with Caliuchis on the 31st. The 4th is when the Crocs collaboration event took place, and the 1st is still unknown. That's several days there. We were informed that his vehicle has been parked in the lot for a couple of days. I'm assuming this means it had been there for 3 days, which would cover the 6th, 7th, and 8th. The days around the incident could have been the 3rd, 4th, and 5th. However, the only day he could have possibly been involved is the 4th. But since that's the day of the Crocs event, we're unsure if that's when anything actually happened. I mean, anything could happen at any time. And they said that the impounded car had been at a property for a couple of days. I do think it's a little bit odd because, keep in mind, this was in the Hollywood Hills. Are people going to just straight up steal it? I don't know. Because if people steal cars all the time in LA. But you got to think, someone stealing a Tesla, there's cameras on a Tesla. So wouldn't he know that the car was stolen? And this looks like a Model X. It looks like a bigger one. It doesn't look like, yeah, especially if the trunk is in the front. The trunk is in the front in the Model X, right? I don't know. My Tesla heads, let me know. But this is spooky because immediately he turned off the comments on his Instagram, and his team, his team's working. That's what they're supposed to do. But the page that said that he was innocent went off and said, I'll be taking a break from this account until further notice. I do not condone murder. I pray for the family of the victim. And yeah, one of the responses was, I never thought I'd see the day fans would try to defend a possible murder. Bruh. And this person says there's like no evidence other than it's his car, and he's not been in LA forever. I don't know about forever because whenever the Crocs event was, I think the Crocs event was in LA. But the biggest problem is, the least stolen vehicle is a Tesla. Out of every other vehicle type and model, Teslas are the lowest. They're barely stolen. Like I said, there's cameras, there's alarms. You can remote view who's getting close to your Tesla from far away so you would know. And it wasn't reported stolen. That's another thing that needs to be made clear. The most stolen vehicle, though, is, yes, it is a Hellcat. So if somebody was intent on stealing a Tesla, and let's say they stole it, I don't think they're going to steal a Tesla to catch a body. That's just so unlikely, and I don't see this happening. The problem here, too, is he's supposed to come back to LA soon. The police are certainly going to question him. They need to know what's up, where was the vehicle, or like, why was it there? And he's on a world tour right now. And the tour is supposed to stop in LA on September 20th. If you check out his tour dates, he's supposed to go He's supposed to perform at Minneapolis tonight, and then he's supposed to perform at Missouri tomorrow night, and then Colorado. So he's got a packed tour date. And people are going to be asking him this. Is he just going to try to ignore it? I don't know. Also, keep in mind, David's signed to Interscope, but it's Darkroom Interscope. So he's signed to the same record label as Billie Eilish. Not that has to do much of anything. It's a music-related thing. And he was supposed to go on the European leg of his tour starting October 1st. So this guy was going to be on tour for a very long time. And if we look at his tour dates as well on his website, they're saying that this was supposed to happen sometime between September 1st and 8th. Because on the 9th, he was at Minneapolis. And this is the thing, too. There's no way that this guy's dumb enough. The only other option that I thought of was not a groupie, but one of his homies, which it's rappers that usually roll with entourages. This guy kind of does his own thing. It's one of the homies using the whip, kind of like when Justin Bieber would be on tour. And who was it? Was it Lil Twist? Yeah, I think it was Lil Twist. That would be using his cars and racing them and stuff like that, and they found drugs in it, and they did put the blame on Lil Twist, he was there to take the charge, when it was really Justin Bieber's drugs, when they raided the house, that is. So for this situation, that can't be it, and there's no way that this guy's dumb enough to catch a body and then throw it in the trunk and leave it. This guy watching a Dexter episode. Well, if he watched a Dexter episode, he would know how to dispose of the body. Because that thing's going to stink it up and you're going to go on tour for 2 months and come back? And the fact that it got towed because it was in front of a house, the thing that I can't reconcile is a Tesla getting stolen. That is so uncommon. And the cameras. The Tesla's got the camera footage, so he should, but if it was stolen, he would have reported it stolen. This is why he needs to speak on this ASAP, but I don't think he's going to say anything until he talks to the police. I don't know if this tour is going to get canceled. If I had to guess, there's a lot of money put behind this tour. I think the tour getting canceled, because this is the tour following the album that he just released. It's going to tell us a lot if this tour gets canceled. I will say that. I'm not that crazy fan account, so I'm not going to sit here and say I believe he's innocent or I believe he's guilty. But there's a lot of information that we're going to need to hear about. And the body was decomposing, so it's got to be at least 48 hours for the body to start decomposing. Yeah, this is the worst. This is the guy's worst nightmare. But I'm going to keep you guys updated on this. He was supposed to be releasing a deluxe to his album as well. So this is, I think, the only person that's had a worse day than Young Thug this week has to be this guy. But let me know what y'all think in the comments. Like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell if you enjoyed, and I'm going to see y'all in the next one. I also decided to do a little bit of extra looking around for his tour dates because it's kind of difficult to find tour dates for the past dates. But if you look at it, you've got September 2nd, he was in Detroit. So he went from Ontario, Canada to Detroit, and then Columbus on the 3rd, Columbus, Ohio, and then Indianapolis on the 5th. The 6th is Chicago, so he's in the Midwest. 7th is Madison, 9th is Minneapolis. So the only time this could have happened is September 4th. So this guy's going to catch a flight to go all the way out to LA and then come back for Indianapolis. There's no way. And with all the prep and timing that it takes to go on tour, it just messes everything up. And I also looked into the Tesla stuff. I think it's only if it's on Sentry mode, it saves the footage of people that are around the car to the vehicle locally. They say it's not to the cloud, supposedly. So if he had Sentry mode on, which usually Tesla owners do have it on, then he should be able to give the footage to the police and we can get to the end of this saga. But yeah, it's pretty much impossible for this guy to have done it.